Hey, this is Jarrett with the Underwater Garage YouTube channel. Today we're going to be installing Rough Country's V2 steering stabilizer on my LML Duramax. Make sure to give us a like, follow, and share if you like this type of content. We make new videos every week. I also want to point out I found a couple of issues with this kit that I think you'll be interested to know before you purchase it yourself. So here's everything that comes in the kit. You've got your steering stabilizer, all your mounting hardware, and your installation instructions. The first issue with the kit I noticed is that you have to put slots in 2 of the washers provided so that they will slide behind the mounting bolt on the lower control arm. Rough Country does not mention this in the installation instructions, although if you do contact their customer support, they will let you know that the reason that these washers do not come slotted already is that they sell aftermarket subframe kits, and when they are installed, the bolt gets swapped around to where the nut is on the mounting bracket side, so you no longer have to slot the washers. The installation instructions simply assume that you are also going to be installing one of their subframe kits with the steering stabilizer. Yeah, not bad. Now that we've finished slotting the washers, we can move on to actually starting the installation of the steering damper on the truck. Just want to make sure that the part of this nylon nut right here with the little nylon gets to the thread of the bolt. Wish they made that a little longer, but it should be okay. Got it pretty tight. Okay, now we got that tight. Now come over to our shock. We've got just a little bit of grease. So from the directions we know that this end of the shock goes on our mount, and this end of the shock will go on the drag link of the truck. I do like to always just put a little bit of grease on all of our surfaces. Doesn't have to be a lot, but you know, every little bit helps, right? There we go. Let me consult the directions. Make sure I got these spacers right. Yeah, so that one matches up over here. And this one is a little bit smaller. Wonder why that is. I don't know. We're gonna roll with it though. This is gonna go up in here. That
this stuff. You can put that on. Ooh. That's gonna be right there. And then you're gonna have your two thick washers to space that away from the drag link.
The only other issue I had with the kit is that the tapered spacer that goes on the drag link side of the steering stabilizer was almost too small for the bolt, it seemed like. At first I had to actually take a hammer and knock the bolt through.
And we need to take our lock nut or lock washer, put that on top where the thread's at, and then put our nut up there. Like that. Get it to screw on there. Oh, there it is. Just to see that little sleeve in there. Enough around the other side to screw that on. Like that. Okay. There's that. So that's basically the install. We just got to final tighten our control arm bolt here. We got to final tighten this bolt and this bolt. Then we got to put our shield back on. And we'll be done. There's that.
Another thing I noted about this kit is that the steering damper itself does not have the decal as shown on the website. This doesn't impact functionality or anything like this, but I think if they're going to show you that the steering damper is going to be labeled as the V2 steering damper, it should come with that decal.
Right there. Same thing over here. There's that. The only thing left to tighten is that.
Now we are going to final torque the lower control arm bolt back to 129 foot-pounds.
So we're going to take and rotate this over on our torque wrench until we get to about 100. We'll do this in a sequence. Yeah, see, I just got to 100 right here. It's lined up with the little flat part on the 100 there. So that's the first one we'll torque it to. Grab the other side here so it doesn't spin. Oh man, get in there, you. Oh man, I might have to change angles to be able to torque that. this to spin around and hold itself. Oh, God. Probably lock it on the frame right there. Dang it, you. Can you hold that right there? It doesn't interfere with anything.
Okay.
But yeah, other than that, that was the install of the steering stabilizer on a 2016 2500. How about that? All that was left to do was reinstall the lower skid plate. I would recommend this kit to anybody with an LML Duramax that's having similar bump steer issues like I was. Notwithstanding the issues with the washers and not including the sticker, I still think that it's a good kit for a good quality and a good price. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.